She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting, I'm gone, yo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, yo. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. It's shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
Boys and girls, I got some true stories to tell. You're back out.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Titans and the Commanders, all that and more, coming up next.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Commanders. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's the option play going left. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's a gain of 27 yards. And the Washington first He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Corey Davis, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are on the board first here in the Super Bowl. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Deontay Johnson, 46 yards.
And the Commanders continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now back to throw.
He'll go right back to Tunyon. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw here.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Down inside the 10.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Najee Harris,
a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans get a bit closer. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. In this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They go play action here on 1st down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Harris running straight ahead. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
19 yards down.
Blankenship's kick is good. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we see John over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Christian Watson with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Commanders are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Back to throw now on first down. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
18 more yards. That's another Titans first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Quez Watkins, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
But they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
3 quarters gone by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. The 4th and final quarter of the Super Bowl is up next.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Patterson's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 25 yards off the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Yet another pass into the hands of Tunyon.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a Titans touchdown.
Robert Tunyon.
A 22-yard touchdown play.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have been the better of the 2 sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi trophy within reach as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
A gain of 24 yards. Complete to Corey Davis.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Titans' 9-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Tackled by Jeremy Shin. A loss of 2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
He'll buy some time right. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. T.J. Hockenson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 2nd and 3. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his second touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They go play action here on first down. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Commanders have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. They did it, the Washington Commanders, Super Bowl champions. And this storied franchise will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi Trophy. They didn't have their share of bumps along the way. Didn't have to face some.
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up.